guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a slightly different style of review where I'm going to be showing you the new Patrick Ta Major Brow Shaping Wax. So this just arrived in the mail today and I decided to whack it on and show you how it looks and how it works on my not Instagram perfect already brows and see whether it can be an all-in-one everyday product that's going to give us those beautiful Instagram fluffy natural brows that stay all day. So I'm going to be showing you this in comparison to my normal brow products, my normal brow gel, and seeing whether this holds up as well or not. So here are the ingredients. I hope you can see it's obviously super tiny on the screen, but the one I want to point out to you is this coconut oil. Now I know for some people that will be a deal breaker because some people have allergies to coconut, and obviously this is going to be in contact with your skin, so if coconut oil breaks you out, just know that is in there, although it is quite far towards the bottom, the end of that ingredients list, which means it's a minimal amount, but you know, any amount can do for these types of things. So this product claims to maximize the shape of your brows with an innovative defining wax. Strong yet flexible, a few upward strokes of this formula tames in sets even the most stubborn brows and a perfectly pushed up, feathered and full look. So I picked up the tinted shade. There is only one shade that is tinted and then there is a clear shade if you just want like a clear kind of soap brows product. So let's take a look. Patrick also came out with a double-ended spoolie brow brush, so you could pick that up as well if you don't have something already like it, but I do, so I did not grab that. So here is the compact within the box. Absolutely gorgeous. I love Patrick's packaging. That gorgeous rose gold is absolutely beautiful, and I have been so impressed with everything I've tried from him so far. I've tried his lip creams and his blushes and they are both stunning, so I had high hopes for this product as well. Note that it is going to get smudgy and get fingerprints all over it, and it's very hard to avoid that and get them off, so something to note if that's something that irritates you. Inside is the product. So this is the universal shade, the one shade that is available in the tinted. It does have a mirror, as you can see, and it does have a noticeable coconut scent, so that's something that may worry you if you are sensitive to coconut, but I actually really enjoy that scent and don't have an issue with coconut, but if you do, then please be warned. The product also claims to have growth peptides in it, in the formula, so it is also supposed to help your brows grow and be super healthy and conditioned as well, so that's a bonus. So Patrick recommends giving a spray of any kind of setting spray or similar product. I'm going to be using my MAC Fix Plus spray. This is just the Blossom one from the collection from last year because it's all pretty and I thought you guys would appreciate looking at such a beautiful packaging. It doesn't roll away. He then recommends using his brush, which I do not have, but I do have this similar one, which is the Morphe M158. So I'm going to be using the spoolie from here, and if I need to, that brush on the end as well. So this is all we're going to be using today to see how this product works, and I'm going to be pitting it up against my kind of go-to brows, which is my KVD Beauty Signature Brow and the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter Gel, and we're going to be seeing if they can compete. Let's get on with the demo. So here we are nice and close up with my eyebrows, and I'm just going to start off using that 24-hour brow setter from Benefit as I usually would, brushing plenty of that product through my brows and then brushing them up. This is exactly what I would usually do with this product, and then I'm going to leave that there just to set in a little bit. You can see it does brush them up, but I do find it doesn't kind of hold the feathered, really fluffed up, brushed up look that I'm really hoping this one from Patrick will. My brows are okay, they're decent. There's definitely some hair there, but they are not perfect and they do have some gaps that need filling in. So now I'm going to take the brow wax and I'm going to spray some Fix Plus in there. I have soaked that, as you can see. This is the trouble, you're going to get the mirror wet, but you know, no biggie. And I'm going to go in there with that Morphe spoolie. Patrick recommends getting quite a lot of product up. Seems pretty easy to pick up, to be honest. Now Patrick recommends basically working this through the brow first, getting a really good coat all the way through the brow, and then leaving to set, which is basically what I've just done with the other side, and then coming back and kind of laminating the brows to get them to stay. Definitely noticing this is really pushing them up a lot more, making them a lot fluffier than the other side, definitely. Can you see the difference, how much more fluffed up they are on this side than on the side I used with the gel from Benefit? I feel like this is actually keeping them fluffed up. I'm not noticing a massive amount of tint as far as like colour through the brows. Just going to try and add more and see if we can actually get a bit more of a tint effect, because I'm really hoping that I won't really have to fill my brows in at all with this. I can just do this and go, but I will need a little bit of a tint because my brows are quite light in comparison to my hair. But that has really fluffed those bad boys up versus this side. So far so good. So now I'm just going to go in with my brow pencil and just fill in on this side while this side is having a few moments to dry, which is what Patrick recommends. So as you can see on this side, it doesn't really hold the brow fluffed up for me. I don't know if my brows are like particularly stubborn. I know lots of people love this gel and find it to be very effective, but for me it doesn't really keep my brow in place as much as I'd like it to. It doesn't keep it sort of fluffed up for me. Okay, so now this side has had a few minutes, which is what Patrick recommends, to kind of set down a little bit. It doesn't feel anywhere near as crusty as this side. It feels like pretty smooth. It doesn't feel like completely bare brow, but it doesn't feel hard and crusty either. So he now says that you need to use your spoolie or your brush, whatever you're using, to basically flatten the brow. So like push the brow, press the brow into the skin, and that's gonna really like set it in place. It literally feels stuck, like the brow is stuck to my skin. Wow, it's like glue. I probably wouldn't recommend doing this after foundation because it's gonna mess up like your foundation up here. I'll probably do foundation after this. So once you've done that, you then just sort of tweak it into place. So obviously at the moment this is making me look a little bit bonkers and is a little bit too, you know, high fashion for a school run. I mean, not that I'm doing those at the moment, but you know, that's my level of fashion week. So I will definitely tone this down and just kind of comb some of these hairs at the end down a bit and just tweak it so it's kind of how I like it. But this has given me exactly what I was looking for, with that sort of fluffy, bushy look, but I like to sort of just tone it down a little bit so I'm not looking too crazy. So I definitely feel like I'm still gonna have to fill in this brow, because you can see there's a real gap here, which actually by brushing all the hairs up, it's really exposing my bald spots. So I am gonna have to still go in with some product there just to cover up this little bald patch that I have. Also, I'm just gonna do a few extra little hairs here, because although it's giving me that gorgeous shape and hold, it's not giving me as much colour as I maybe expected. Although, I mean, looking at the two brows, they're a pretty similar colour given that I went in fully with my pencil on this side. So maybe it is actually giving me, it's just that I don't have as much hair. This is like my dream brow right now. Look at that. I don't know that I expected necessarily to love it. I don't know what I expected, but I was a fool if I thought I wasn't going to be obsessed with it, because everything Patrick does is just incredible. I just can't wait for him to bring out like foundations, and I really want powder highlights from you, Patrick, and bronzers, please. Bronzers, powder highlights. This is gorgeous. I love it. I'm not the best with brows, so I will absolutely say that if you are like a brow idiot like me, this is pretty foolproof. I didn't have any issues, you know. Obviously I'm not a professional, I'm not especially like talented or skilled at makeup, so I found it super easy to use. I think it's like pretty idiot proof, which maybe if like me you might not think it would be, but I'm really happy with the end results. I think it's super easy, quick and easier than I thought it would be. I love the end result. So I'm going to show you now what my brows look like 2 hours after I apply, just to see whether it's actually holds the brows in place like this, or whether, you know, after an hour or so the hold is kind of failed the brow. So let's have a look at the 2 hour mark. So this is my brows after these products have been on for a couple of hours, and like the difference, I mean, I hope they look as good on camera as they do in real life, because I'm obsessed. Like, I'm never going back. This is how I want my brows to look every single day. I guess maybe it's not for everybody. Maybe some people will prefer, you know, just a pencil brow, or, you know, pomade, whatever you usually use. But this, for me, it's perfect. I just want it to, I want my brows to look full and healthy and fluffy and natural, and this for me is like perfect. I definitely will, you know, play around with it and maybe experiment and get, you know, better at it. This is obviously the first time I'm using it, but it's really kept my brows fluffed up, and I didn't really iron them against the skin because I don't want it to be too much, and actually kept them looking fluffy and just really healthy and full over the day, versus this one, which also you can see it's kind of giving me like a bit of an eye lift, because it's keeping that arch higher and keeping the brow in general higher. It looks like this eye is like actually lifted compared to this one. So I think that is something I wasn't expecting, but I will take it. So I hope you enjoyed this video on the Patrick Ta Major Brow Shaping Wax. I am super impressed and I'm going to continue to use this and play around with this. I will keep you updated in my monthly favourites as to how I'm still loving it and getting on with it, or not, as the case hopefully won't be. But so far, so amazing. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will love to see you in the next video. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye bye bye.